So I'm going to react to this article today. It's actually posted by Jeff Hobson of Bengals.com. It's called By the Numbers. Bengals chasing the greats. And pretty much as self-explanatory here, this is the Bengals chasing the best of all time. Now, obviously, the best of all time, meaning their own players. So these are stats that we need to get this upcoming year that would get us in that category. So, for example, half a sack per game for Eddie Edwards, Bengals all-time sack leader. Trey Hendrickson needs half a sack in his upcoming season, just half a sack, period, after coming off 17.5 sacks, to become the 7th player to have 40 sacks as a Cincinnati Bengal. Now, he has over 40 sacks in his career, but as a Bengal, he currently is sitting at 39.5 sacks. So he needs half a sack to get that record, right? So, well, no, record, but in order to join that club of 40 sacks as a Bengal. So, he's going to easily hit that no matter what. I don't think he'll have less than half a sack in a year. I mean, guy's coming off 17.5 sacks, which is more than Myles Garrett, less than TJ Watt, but still an amazing, amazing season overall-wise. 0.53 sacks per game for Carlos Dunlap, Bengals number 2 all-time sacker. 0.82 Trey Hendrickson sacks per game as a Bengal. These numbers kind of a little weird. I'm going to guess he means that we need at least 1 sack a game, 1 sack per game in order for him to hit this mark of Carlos Dunlap. Because Carlos Dunlap, how many sacks did he have as a Bengal? Carlos Dunlap, let's see. As a Bengal, he had 87.5 sacks. Holy crap. So that's the second all-time sacker. Trey Hendrickson, no, if Trey Hendrickson has 17 sacks, he's not going to hit that mark at all. So no, he has to have another 17.5 sack season. He has to have a couple 17-plus sack seasons, man. Although, I mean, you look at the fact that Carlos Dunlap played for us for, 10 years. And Trey Hendrickson right now, he's sitting at a total of 3 years. So he's halfway to the sack, or literally more than halfway to hitting his mark in 3 years versus 10 years. If he keeps up on the average up for the whole 10 years, he would easily hit Carlos Dunlap's stat. Hendrickson, Browns defensive end, Myles Garrett's sacks per game, 0.89. TJ Watt is 0.93. So I think this is just saying that he could get up his average of sacks per game and be in the same category as these other guys. I believe that's what he's saying here. 3 touchdown passes Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow needs on opening day for 100 in his career. He'd be 8th man to reach 100 by his 53rd start since the merger, ahead of Andrew Luck, 97, and just behind Tony Romo, Justin Herbert, and Aaron Rodgers at 101 and 103. So, holy crap. So, if he gets it in his opening day, he'll hit that mark. So, right now, he's sitting at how many? 97. So, it said 97, didn't it? He said 97 here, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, no, he didn't say 97. So, he currently sits at 97. He would be 8th ahead of... Okay, yeah, because right now he's tied with Andrew Luck. So, Joe currently is tied with Andrew Luck, and if he hits that mark, he will be above Andrew Luck. All right, so I think he'll easily at least get 1 touchdown in opening day. That's not really a question. 4 sacks Trey Hendrickson needs to match Justin Smith's Bengals sacks. So... Hold up. Justin Smith. I know it's right now 4 sacks would be what? 43.5 sacks. So he had 43.5 sacks with us. But let's see. Yeah, 33.5 sacks. So he needs 4 sacks to hit that mark. But man, Justin Smith, he was a difference maker for us, man. 6 seasons, 43.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, which again, like I said before, listen, Trey Hendrickson's been with us for 3 years, and he's going to get more sacks than Justin Smith did in 6 years. Just goes to show how good how good Trey Hendrickson actually is. Here's another mark that actually kind of was interesting. So, Ja'Marr Chase had 500-yard games in 2024 or 2023 season, right? The all-time record right now for the Bengals is the AJ Green's club record, which is 6. He had 6 in the season. So, Ja'Marr Chase was 1 off having 6 in the season and tying AJ Green and potentially having more, if it wasn't for the fact he got injured at the ending part of the season, which really sucks too, because if he had Joe the whole entire season, he would have easily hit this mark. 6 100-yard games. Chase needs to tie Isaac Curtis with 20 100-yard games before moving past Carl Pickens and Chris Collinsworth. Green has the record with 33. So he needs 6 more 100-yard games to beat that record, which I think he easily hit that in this upcoming year, especially if he does go ahead and, I would assume we work out a contract before the season starts, but if we don't, then he's going to go into this year looking for a new contract. Chase is about to go off. If Joe plays the whole entire year, knock on wood, Chase is going to go off. 7 catches wide receiver T. Higgins needs for 264 career receptions. 1 more than Super Bowl tight end, and Bengals great Dan Ross. So he needs 7 more receptions. Okay, he easily can hit that mark. I like all these records because all these are so easy to get. I don't think any of these are difficult to get. 7 field goal attempts. Bengals kicker Evan McPherson needs to become the 8th Bengal to try 100 field goal attempts. Jim Breach, Shane Graham, Doug Pelfrey, Mike Nugget. Okay, and then these are all the guys for the Bengals here. So he needs 7 more to hit 100. And we actually looked at this on live stream the other day. Think about Money Mac, right? And I freaking love Money Mac for this said reason. Money Mac, and you might say, why do you call him Money Mac? Well, in the regular season, right? Money Mac is he had a kind of ups and down season this year. He was 83.9, which is actually technically his second best season so far in the NFL, right? And again, listen, the guy's not gonna make every single kick. Like, at field goals attempted and made, he missed 5 field goals this year, 5 field goals last year, and 5 field goals the year before that, right? But you know why we call him Money Mac? This is why. He's never missed a field goal in the playoffs. He is 19 for 19 in the playoffs in kicking field goals. That is why you call him Money Mac. He missed 1 extra point because it was a bad snap. But other than that, 19 out of 19, when it counts the most in the playoffs, when you need him to make every single hit, every single field goal, every single shot, the guy does not miss. That's why he's called Money Mac. 13 field goals. Money Mac needs to pass Bullock 90 into 6th place on the Bengals list. Okay, I think he easily hit that. 14.3. Higgins' career yards per catch is 8th on the Bengals all-time receivers with at least 250 catches and 14 yards per. He can catch Chad Johnson, 14.4, and AJ Green at 14.5. He should easily hit that. Now, this Joe Mixon one depends on if he's on the roster as of next year. But 15 running back, Joe Mixon needs 100 yards rushing, 1 ahead of Pete Johnson, tied with Cedric Benson for 4th on the Bengals list. Which this year so far, Joe Mixon actually was able to overtake a lot of ex-Cincinnati Bengals, old Cincinnati Bengals running backs, with how good he did play. 21. NFL most field goals, Money Mac in the last 3 years, tied with Pittsburgh's Chris Boswell and Arizona Matt Prater. 21 combined 50-yarders by Bengals top 3 scorers, Breach, Graham, and Nugent. 25 Breach's career attempts from 50 in 181 Bengals games. 28 McPherson's attempts from 50, tied for the 2nd most in the last 3 years, trailing only Brady McManus with 32 and 49 career games. We have 35 yards. Mixon trails James Brooks for second place on the Bengals all-time rushing list. Yeah, so he needs 32 more yards in order to hit that mark. 53 Hendrickson sacks in 2020 behind TJ Watt, 62 and 58. Yeah, so again, like I said, try to see if there's any more that we actually are going to be looking at for next season. Not really, no. So again, like I said, listen. We're going to have a great season next year, okay? We're going to bounce back. We're going to have Joe healthy the whole entire season, knock on wood. And we're going to get this crap together. Go win a Super Bowl and get the job done. Hoo day.